All right, hey everybody, Hrph here. Welcome to another episode of our ASA cluster series here on Ragnarok. We're going to be here for quite a while. This is probably going to be my base of operations, to be honest, going forward. So, yeah, we got to get a few things done. So today, I noticed in the RG, and I guess I saw one a while ago, but we've got a couple of treasure maps, and one of them is like sort of half gone. So it's only primitive, but we might as well get these guys on the map. I've also got these two Griffins, which are the breeders. Who's got more? Who's got higher weight? You have 38. You have 37. It's like 5 points difference. What about Stamp? 32, 26. You win. So we're going to use one of these Griffins. What is happening? Okay. Use these Griffins to get around. I want to head down to the desert. I want to see if those the desert drops are still there. You know, like they were in ASE. And I wonder if I should bring. You know what I could bring? Do you know what I could bring? I could bring gateways. Just to mark them? Or can I make... How do you make waypoints on a map? Yeah, I don't know. I don't need to figure it out on camera. So anyway, maybe I can do that, or maybe I'll bring... what do we have for weight on you? That's not great, but you know what? We got 46 levels that says your weight is going to be good. And your stamina is going to be good. Get that up to 1,000. Let's pop a few health points in you. Get you up over 10k, and then melee damage. These things are not very tough. Not very tough. Let's grab some meat from you. 155 ought to be good. We're not going to do any taming, so I'm going to leave. I'll leave the prime and the. Oh yeah, you're hurt now. But you know what? I'm going to sit on you with the Spring Drakeling, and we will heal you promptly. So I did, in between episodes here, I did go and tame us a crappy Oviraptor. So the Oviraptor can just pick up eggs. I don't have these guys on breeding. Maybe I should while we're gone. Maybe I should. You know, I also have to craft a shovel. That would have been embarrassing. So let's enable mating. Enable mating. Which one's the lady here? The lady. And we'll get these guys breeding too, because I need to. This is the 223 that we raised. Let's get that breeding enabled. And this is the original male, the very first one that we tamed, and he's got 36 points into health, which isn't, you know, amazing, but she's only in the 20s. So, and again, I don't know what stats are good for Griffins. I know what stats are reasonable in general, but all these Griffin stats seem to be pretty low. You know, for 140s. But yeah. Anyway, all right. So I'm gonna craft us a shovel, and we'll see where these. Let's see where these maps. Use this. Use this. Oh, that one's ramshackle. Let's pull up the map. So they are north of us? Okay, that's in the opposite direction of the desert, but that's okay. We'll go get those first. Once again, I cannot get out of this with a button on my controller. That is bizarre. Shovel. All right, we're crafting this. I'm going to grab it, and we'll pick you guys up for the treasure grab. All right, let's see what we got. I don't know which one is this. This is buried treasure. Capro saddle. Couldn't care less. Not amazing. Alright, let's go grab the other one. There is a Griffin here. Let me up. What are you? Are you tame worthy? Can't tell what you are. No, I think it said 95. What do we do for damage? 176. Oh, these things are so wimpy. They're pretty wimpy as far as damage goes, but they also, you know, they don't have saddles, right? So they don't have the armor. I wonder if there's a mod out there that maybe if somebody knows, they can tell me. Or I'll go look at CurseForge at some point, but maybe there's a mod that adds a saddle for these guys that we can install. Just give the Griffin a little bit of defense. Alright, we're going to stop off. We had to go by the base anyway, so I'm going to stop off and dump some of the saddles. But I don't know if I've mentioned this or not before, but we did pick up this orphaned aloe, only a level 55. So those are the two orphan security guards. Get a Diplo out there doing stupid stuff. But yeah, I didn't realize it at the moment because we were getting attacked by the Griffin. But this is a pretty good Sarco saddle here, 128. It's really good. So, all right, I'm gonna just gonna offload some of this stuff, and then we're gonna head south and see if we can find some of these red drops out in the desert. So we'll be right back. Just look at how pretty that is. That is so much nicer than ASA. Even with, you know, crappy graphics level that I gotta use. Very nice. Very nice. So I'm gonna try to grab this blue drop, and I don't really remember. I just remember there was like 5 drops. I don't even know if they're in the same place. You know, who knows, right? This could be completely different. Can we safely get this? Nope. Nope. Ants are coming. Okay. Nice thing about the Griffin is usually you can, if I jump off of it, I can stand on it, right? And then I can grab what's in the drops. We get a couple of gateways there? We did. Okay. Maybe we can mark these places with the gateways. Is that? Oh, I thought that was a beaver for a second. It's a thorny dragon. Not even close to a beaver, although they do a decent job of getting wood, I think, right? All right, I'm going to continue out here to the desert. I will bring you back if anything exciting happens, but I'm going to go look for these red drops. The Griffin harvest any? Yeah, he got a decent amount of polymer. Wasn't too bad. Chainsaw probably is better, but I don't have one. So I'm just kind of flying up and down here, doing like a grid pattern. And there's a lot of these. Is that like a Facilisuchus or something? Can't remember the name. Never tamed one of those. Maybe that's something we can do in this series. I don't know. I don't know that I super care about one. Whoa. You just spawned in. Okay. What are you? I can't see. 95 giga. Let's stay away from that. Getting some pretty good heat stroke here. Although my health is not dropping. It's kind of like when I was here with the raft. You know, we were suffering from heat stroke for quite a while. But I'm not seeing any of these drops yet. I mean, they may not even be here. You know, because only so many loot crates pop up right on the map at a given time. So hopefully we can find one or two, and I'll mark them with maybe these gateways that we found, so I will see them from a distance. Man, these things are freaking everywhere. Alright, got a bunch of oil nodes down here, so you could put derricks down here. Although it doesn't do me much good, because, you know, this area of the map will never be active in producing oil while I'm back at base, so... yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to remember. Did we find oil rocks here? I don't think we did, right? That was on Astraeos, so... Alright, I haven't found any of these drops yet, but I'm still looking. Okay, so we are back over in the highlands. I never did find any of those drops, but because of my heat stroke issues, I really had a hard time seeing everything. And I remembered that I come over here to get silk so that we could try to make, you know, some desert cloth. But I remembered that over here was a 150 horse that we had seen. And it looks like it's still here. So I haven't gathered any silk yet. But I have a bunch of carrots. So I'm going to put carrots down into my feeding slot. What do you have on you? Nothing super heavy. I just need to make sure I know which one it is. I'm going to give it a try. One of you guys encouraged me to give it a try. It wasn't that bad. There's a couple of tips about trying to tame this guy. So, you know, I just have issues with, you know, my vision, right? And trying to see the prompts. And where'd it go? Is that it right there? See, there were bison just up there, too. That's another bad thing. Is that it, or is that... There's a 20 right here, too. 195. That's it, right? 150. All right. Probably going to get myself killed. So probably going to run into some bison. You got eyes on the back of your head there? Sneaking. And I'm on. Ah! Crap. See, I don't know what to freaking do. I don't know what to do. Alright. We'll give it a minute. He was already bucking. I think I needed to feed it again or something. gonna let it stop freaking out. You done freaking out? Nope, you're still freaking out. And I don't even care if I get crappy effectiveness, because I'm not breeding it. But I'm curious. I have tamed them before. I've had a unicorn even. But I've only tamed one or two in my entire Ark career, I guess. So, I guess I could be getting some silk while I'm waiting for the horse to quit freaking out. All right, let's try this again. Land, buddy. Why are we glitching? Come on. I don't know what's up with the glitching, but I'm taking it. All right, one more. I'm just staring at the bottom right. Please don't go there, bison. Come on. Oh my god. Did it. Okay. Griffin. Well, we didn't get a great tame, but came in as a 209, which is what, the equivalent of I guess a 140. So not bad, not bad. I kind of wanted to see like how good this one is at gathering berries, because I forget. So 2 hits. Yeah, it's not bad, but I bet if we put, yeah, we ball it up for a while, we put some points into it. The Parasaur is just not that great at picking up berries. So I'll see what stat I need to pump into this one. Maybe we can use it for a berry gather. That'd be kind of fun. All right. Well, one phobia. It's kind of pretty too. I'll have to see it in the daylight, but 500 meters on foot. Okay. So let's see. What's the last one? Tame any of the following. Jerboa? Well, that'll be pretty easy. Tame a Lystro? That's like 1 berry. All right, I'm going to fly this guy back to base. We did get quite a bit of organic polymer. So I'm going to have to see where we are for oil. We might be able to make one of the industrial workstations is all I'm thinking. So with that much polymer. So maybe we can make an industrial forge. I'll have to see how much metal is actually cooked. All right, I'll bring you guys back in a few. Okay, so I was up here just above our base. That's our base down there. This is kind of where we caught the Dodec. And I was poking around in this pond here for silica pearls. I did not find any. But what I saw was this raptor, and I totally missed it. It's a 150. And it's part of part of a thing we need to do to complete, you know, another tier for the skill points. So I figured, what the heck, we might as well grab it. It's a pretty color, you know. It's green and blue and red. So I think it's, you know, summer bash colors. So I'm going to see if I can get it in here. Hopefully I can get it in the stupid trap. Nope. Oh, there. Hey, guys. Yeah. Okay, well, it was worth a shot. And I'm stuck. Okay. All right. So with all of our organic polymer, so it's down in the desert. We killed a bunch of mantis. So we ended up with, we had like 700 or so organic polymer. We had picked up a good amount of oil along the way over here when we were still on the raft. And we had enough metal cooked so that we could craft this guy. We also had cementing paste from our stealing of wood from the beaver dams. So we had plenty to craft us an industrial forge finally. So I don't exactly know where I'm going to put it yet. Well, we can turn this thing off. It's annoying. So I'm going to leave it here for a second, but I'll figure that out. We also were able to craft 4 pieces of the desert cloth. I was up there looking for silica pearls because I've only got 1 silica pearl. Now I could go back to the beaver dams, which is where we got... Well, you know what? We'll go get that yellow drop. Maybe we'll get some silica pearls from the beaver dams. I will, if I can get the Griffin out of this mess. There we go. All right. We finally found one. Finally found one. Let me place a gate near this thing. Not worth it. Oh crap. Okay. That hurt. I don't really have any stamina. Okay. Alright, enough. Well, we found another drop, but it's being protected by this guy, and I don't have any stamina. I'm going to see if I can get over here to this hill, and we'll regroup and be back in a second. I don't know if I can take that thing with this guy. Might as well try it. We'll get our healing buddy. He's taking a little damage, but it goes up. No, you don't get to go back in. He just won't quit. He's not quitting. Okay. Well, you know what, maybe we'll keep flak on for the moment, but this guy doesn't heal when he goes back on the ground, right? Oh, there we go. Alright. Get out of here, you freaking bird. Alright, the whole point of this was to get to this drop, which hopefully sticks around. And I'm just going to put a gateway near it. Let's pick that up. Hopefully there are no more. Oh, it's a decent blueprint. Alright, well that's 2 down. 2 down, a Deathworm. 3 to go. Alright, so we found a 3rd one. This one is way off. Decent Anki blueprint. That's like a level 25, so I'm not going to bother adopting it. Yeah, so we are... Keep an eye on that. We are way... Yeah, he's going to turn tail and come at me. We are way over here. This one is... I think it's 79.7, 51.9, something like that. 79.6, 51.8. So I'm going to put a gate here. I have to get closer, but... Okay. So yeah, this one is way off on its own. So we managed to find 3 of them, I guess. 2 of them I'm pretty sure I was in the right place. They just hadn't, you know, they just weren't spawned in. So we'll make trips back here. We'll try a few more. But I'm going to head back. And I think that's going to be a wrap for today, guys. As always, thank you so very much for watching. If you find yourself enjoying what we do, if you're pulling for Hrph, do throw us a like, a comment. Consider subscribing if you haven't, as all these things do help out a small channel. And as always, I look forward to seeing everybody in the next one.